Hi guys, good evening. Welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I will be doing my episode review for the latest and possibly my new personal favorite episode of The X-Files, which premiered last night on Fox. I just got done watching it a few minutes ago. Whew, kind of a heavy episode, but good, really good. I'm going to get to that in a second, but before I go on, please be warned, of course, this episode review video is full of spoilers, like most of my episode reviews. So if you're not caught up on the X-Files by this episode, do not keep watching or listening, as I will be covering big plot details. That being said, you have been warned. Spoilers here from here on out, starting now. Great episode. Really, really enjoyed this episode. I have been waiting for this episode. What I mean by that is that I have been waiting for a decent Monster of the Week episode. We've gotten this season of X-Files has been great. Don't get me wrong. I've enjoyed the season so far, but this episode in particular, this episode reminded me why I like the X-Files, why I enjoy it so much. It's these kind of episodes, the Monster of the Week episodes, and this episode was definitely a Monster of the Week. Now, one could argue that there were multiple monsters in this storyline, but the term we're going for right now is Monster of the Week episode, which is exactly what we got in tonight's episode. I mean, the opening scene opened on a creepy woods overseeing a playground. Unfortunately, it saw the death of a sweet young boy, and we saw this super scary, super creepy Chuckle Teeth, the guy in the tuxedo and the big scary dummy mask, oh god, that was scary. Even the doll that the kid was holding was creepy, and then the damn Chuckle Teeth character, running around, that was scary. And then we saw some witchcraft being practiced, and then we saw some hellhounds being unleashed, and then there was like some behind the scenes drama happening between the police chief and the wife of one of his officers. A lot of people ended up getting killed. Their whole little love triangle, everybody died practically. I mean, it was a pretty dark episode. It was kind of heavy too. I mean, we saw the death of two poor sweet young children. That's always hard to watch in real life or on the news. That's always hard to watch. Or on TV, I mean. But, but this episode was just so damn good because it's like it incorporated mythology and folklore. They were making references to like witchcraft and the witch hunts of the 1600s, especially on the East Coast. This episode happened to occur in Connecticut. And, there were references of like hellhounds, the gates of hell, stuff like that. And this episode also had a healthy balance of where Scully approaches things in the more rational, logical, practical sense from a law enforcement professional point of view, where Mulder presents the more maybe outlandish, kind of unbelievable theory that somebody may be practicing witchcraft and that somebody else is guilty for the murder of the two children and for all the strange goings on right now. So this felt like a classic X-Files episode. This felt like a classic Monster of the Week episode. You have the two agents in a small town, in a small American town, and they've been summoned due to a grisly crime. And there's some small town secrets that come to light, and the two agents have to fight a couple of battles on different fronts. And they have to deal with local law enforcement. They have to deal with some highly emotionally charged moments. That was pretty shocking to watch as well. And, it's just, it just felt like a classic Monster of the Week episode because we're trying to figure out the whole episode. What is it? Why is it here? And who's behind it? And this episode pretty much answered all of those things. And it was creepy too. This was an especially creepy, scary episode. The Chuckle Teeth character, the children being abducted and then murdered violently. And then, we see the cop lose his shit, beat up the sex offender, and then just shoot him in cold blood in front of all these people. It was a pretty emotional episode if you think about it. If you just think about the emotion that was driving some of our characters, both sets of parents, the cop, his wife, the chief of police, his wife, who happened to be practicing the witchcraft to punish her husband for cheating on her, and then she ends up getting her own daughter killed. Oh, God. The guilt alone, that would just eat anyone apart, I think. And then they were out in the woods when it was dark and it was scary, and there's this big scary wolf thing running around, and it's supposedly a hellhound. And, it's making people see things. Oh, God. And then the super scary Teletubbies ripoff. Obviously, that's what the little girl was supposed to be watching, but they couldn't use it by name or by look because all the Teletubby characters had those stupid alien masks, those cheap glow-in-the-dark alien masks that you find in any Halloween store. And I don't know if that was on purpose because this is like an alien-themed show and this is the X-Files and that was like an inside joke or something, but that children's show that she was watching was just creepy with the Chuckle Teeth character and the freaking Teletubbies ripoff. I mean, God, it was just so, unsettling but good. Unsettling but good. But, this just was, this was just a classic Monster of the Week episode. And I really enjoyed it. And those are my favorite kinds of episodes, honestly, of the X-Files. That's why I got into the X-Files, is because I watched it. And not only was it an engaging show, but these particular standalone episodes where it's like they have to fight off against a new demonic force that may or may not have a human behind it. And then there's some creature that appears, or one or two creatures. In this case, the Chuckle Teeth character and the Hellhound. It's just one of those. It's just one of those episodes that was staying true to the mythology and the folklore and the horror that made the X-Files so great. And I think that's why this was such an enjoyable episode. A dark, heavy episode, but just a very enjoyable, good episode. And I really, really liked it. And I intend to watch it again. This and along with the Skinner spin-off episode where he experienced something from his past with the Vietnam War. You can see that episode review in this playlist later. But yeah, great episode. So good. A bit dark, a bit heavy, but damn, it was good. So, what did you guys think of this episode of X-Files? Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Were there things that surprised you? Were there things that shocked you or scared you or just creeped you out like the Chuckle Teeth character? Ugh. Please leave your thoughts, opinions, and your feedback down below in the comments section. You guys have been doing an awesome job lately, as always, with the X-Files review episodes. Thank you so, so much for that. I appreciate and love your support, and I love engaging and reaching out to you guys. The X-Files, I believe, has two more episodes left this season. Each episode airing Wednesday night on Fox. Check your local listings for times. Have a great rest of the night, everybody. Thanks for watching. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.